Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo here, and yes, another day, another battle. We are about to dive into a 2 vs 2 Avatar Conquest Shogun 2 battle. We got a cool one here because we're going to see some different philosophies go at it. As we have, already artillery coming down, as you can see. But we've got the normal Shogun army, so not a Fall of the Samurai force. So you're going to see a lot of the traditional, samurai and monks and archers. And then next to them, we do have a Fall of the Samurai army, which is the bird force here. He's got some bokachi, so he's bringing some bows to the battle. He's got his bodyguard, and then he also has some Imperial Guard infantry in the back as well. So he's bringing a good mix of different, Fall of the Samurai units. Now, if we look at the opposing team, by the way, it is starting off here with a little bit of a cav engagement. We've got the Yari cav going against Yari Ki. And then we have some warrior monk cav who are going for another unit of Yari Ki. So they are trying to fight over the control of this sword dojo, as the sword dojo will give them an increase of melee attack. And I think this is why it's so important over here, because basically there's mostly swords on this side, so if they gain control of this dojo, that's going to greatly increase their chances of winning. And there we go. They are dominating this cav engagement. So the Shogun army is beating the Fall of the Samurai army. So let's go over to the other side, the Fall of the Samurai. Both of them are the same Fall of the Samurai, and they're very, oh my god, words are hard. Let me take a moment here. I feel like I'm rushing because the battle's about to begin. But they are bringing a lot of Red Bear infantry to the fight. We also have some bird force as well, and that's kind of mostly what they're bringing. Just tons and tons of line infantry. We do have some artillery and cav units in the back, I believe. Or something. I know they have something somewhere. No, actually, you know what? I think this faction has the artillery, which is posted up way over here, who's already popping some shots, some Armstrong guns. Let's go ahead and do normal speed and just kind of look at the battlefield here and see how this is going to play out. Now, I'm actually quite surprised by the aggressiveness of this side, the white and red. We'll just call them the white forces and this the red forces. Because when I saw that they were spawning on this big hill and they had a bunch of gun line infantry, look at this, holy crap. I just assumed that they were going to camp on the hill, but actually no, they're getting aggressive and they are saying what's up as they are shooting through the bulletproof samurai, who are quite not bulletproof. They've taken some losses there. So they're actually falling back in using the hill. And they're going to forfeit the store dojo as well. So I think that's a pretty big loss there. And now, oh no, there's a mortar, it looks like. More artillery just kind of hitting each other. We got some police force over here. But yeah, where is that artillery? It's got to be, I did not see it earlier, unless it's like hidden, but I can't imagine that's where it's at. Where is it? I don't know, but I know they have something. So now the Fall of the Samurai, the white army, is pushing pretty aggressively on this would be their left flank, the Shogun army's right flank. And again, they've kind of fallen back to the hill. And this is tricky because, when you play as a Shogun army against, say, a Fall of the Samurai army, sometimes you have to rely on terrain or trees to kind of close the gap, run through the trees to get closer to your enemy. But right here, it's just open. So if he tries to do any kind of like quick aggressive moves here against the line infantry, he's going to see it coming and he's going to get blasted. Now over on this side, it looks like the white army here is going to try to gain control of the shrine, which increases the morale of the units. So that's another loss there, that I feel like the red army can't, they need some of these important structures. They did take the workshop, which increases the armor and melee defense of all units, which is pretty good. But I think they are doing a good job with the artillery support. Look at that, just shelling this unit. Just imagine being one of these soldiers and seeing those shells coming down, just destroying you. Now he's moving up another unit of police force. He really wants to gain control of it, which it's kind of tied right now because there are some units from the Red Army side that they've got the Waco Raiders and these gunners over here, which they are taking some heavy losses. Oh, look at that. We got some fire arrows coming in. Where's that? From the tree line here. Look at that. Who says we can't use bows still? This is actually a pretty cool shot right here as they shoot on the hill in the tree line. And they try to soften up these gunners, the police force. Let's go back over to this other side where, look at, they're just constantly pushing them back. And, you know, he's got trees behind him. So with trees behind him, he could set up an ambush. And it looks like he's going to probably do that. Or what he could do is use this hill. Because, you know, as long as he, like let's say line infantry is where my cursor is. If he moves up here, you know, he's not really going to have a shot on the enemy until he's way up here. And look how close he has to get an angle on the enemy here. So that's going to make him have to really push forward and try to get an angle on him, which will give this Red Army an opportunity to be aggressive and possibly charge him when he doesn't expect it. But we got some good fighting over here. Oof. God, those cannons are stupid accurate. Stupid accurate. I mean, I know people say all the time, oh, well, the gun, you know, the technology for artillery was better. It was becoming very accurate. That's true, but, you know, hitting a moving target like that would require an insane amount of skill and prediction, and it's just, I feel like the guns are just too accurate. I don't know. Especially, I get it if, like, oof. Look at that, just right over their heads. Oh my god. I get it if they're trying to, like, fire at the same position over and over, like it would be accurate in that regard, but having to, you know, move the angle of the guns and trying to predict, you know, the distances, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would take a couple shots to really figure out, you know, exactly where you need to aim, and to kind of hit a target on the move would be really impressive. Anyways, we've got the Imperial Guard Infantry who are just getting blasted right now on their flank here. This would be the Red Army's left flank. But they are moving out some Yari Ki. He's got some Saber Cav, and he's got another unit of Saber Cav. So they're going to quickly shift into the tree line. Probably use the trees to kind of screen their movement and kind of protect them from missile fire. But they can't stay there for too long as they've taken a lot of casualties. And yeah, it's just those guns, you know, they fire pretty quickly and they're very accurate. So it's just hard. They're having a tough time. We're in a bit of a stalemate here between the two forces where nobody really knows what to do. I mean, honestly, the white you know, faction here seems to be doing well. I mean, they're kind of dominating the battlefield. They're kind of calling the shots right now. Now, they've taken a decent amount of casualties, though, from the artillery fire.
Enemy approaching!
So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I made a little edit there because I saw that people were saying, hey, you should turn on the cards here. So now we can turn on the cards so we can see how many kills they've gotten and, like, their stats, which I think you guys were wanting to see. But yeah, they're using kind of the hill here, this little bit of a tree line. I think it's actually working quite well. I mean, even though this shrine here is in the middle of battlefield, it's kind of in the advantage of the red and black faction because they have the high ground looking over it, and they have the trees kind of covering them. Now over here on this flank, oh wait, hold on, we got a cav charge, over here with the Saber Cav going straight for the infantry. What are these, police force? Yeah, he's got police force. Here comes another cav charge. This is the Yari Ki, so they've got some spears. They probably got a great charge there. And I wonder if it's going to be enough to break these units. We got another engagement over here. They're going to disengage. They're probably going to try to join in with their other cav forces. And this is a decent cav charge for the red and black faction. Let's see if they can pull off some kills here. So far, I mean, there's a couple police force breaking, but so far, it looks like the cav is going to get destroyed. And then we got some reinforcement cav from Poe. Poe's the player name, leading one of the white factions here, white and red faction. So yeah, that was a good job by white and red. I think the Cav did do some damage, but it could have been a lot worse, and I think they did a good job of containing the situation. But now back over here, look at, they just constantly are falling back, more and more back. So red and black is just waiting for an opportunity to strike, waiting for the prime ripe situation. Prime ripe. But the problem here now is that white has taken control of this hill here, which is going to give him some nice high ground. And he's going to be able to fire down here. They might even potentially be able to take the workshop. You know, and workshop's not a huge deal. Increase the armor. I guess armor and melee defense is pretty good, but... And yeah, the black faction here, they know the situation that they're in. They're kind of getting... This kind of reminds me of like Gettysburg, where they're kind of forming like a fish hook shape here on this hill, using the high ground, using the trees to kind of help their defense against the attacking forces who are trying to envelop them. So we'll see how that plays out. Now back over this way. Oh my God! There we go. He found his opportunity. They are going in for a charge, and they are dominating right now. Look at this. This is the Yari Ashigaru, who are gonna oh my God, a massive charge. This is what I was talking about. Like a praying mantis, they strike. And the prey fell right into his trap. But the good news for the white and red force is that was only a small portion of their army. Now red is gonna have to fully commit. Look at this. Let's see if he fully commits, or is he going to fall back? Ooh. White's falling back. He's trying to close the distance, but he's got... That's really smart by white. He's got troops supporting the retreat. Let's see if he can get off a volley here. Yes, he can. And he's taking casualties. The water's slowing him down. This is ideal for the white faction, white and red faction.
Moving forward, my lord.
But water's really gonna hurt him. But he probably has to make a stand at this hill right here. There's really no more falling back. Let's kind of zoom in here and see. Oh, they're taking heavy losses, but they still have the stomach to fight. His warrior monks are like, no, your guns stand no chance. Look at that. Oh my God. And that's all you need. You need one unit to close the gap and keep them from firing. All the other ones just need to catch up. There we go. Big push right there. Let's do some slow motion here because... Okay, so over on this side, yeah, we weren't able to kind of see what was going on. We got a bold push here by the other white and red faction. And I don't know. I mean, at this point, the way black and red is going to have to win this battle is that they need to hold this position here. He doesn't even need to win. His ally needs to win and then wrap around. I think that's the best way. But it's all about this attack right here. Let's see if he can pull this off. Being in melee is a good sign. That's exactly what he wants with the Shogun armies. Yari Cav pushing forward as well. Yari Cav going for a charge against his police force. We got guns in the back here, some bird force. They're cleaning up some infantry over here. We have the Yari Ashigaru Golden Company going in to fight. And now we have the rest of the reserves piling into this fight. They are going on for a full-on charge. There's the general. He's got a bow. They're just fighting through layers and layers of line infantry. And I'm sure the white and red player here, Poe, is hoping that eventually when he gets to his last layer, they're gonna be broken, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Now his last layer of line infantry is getting charged by warrior monks. Let's go look at what's going on over here. I think we got a little bit of charging from the Bokachi, but it's pretty close. Again, this army here, this army just needs to try to hold and keep these guys busy while his ally cleans up the other white and red army. Oh, he's even charging in. Look at this. He's like, no, not today. Ah! Look at him fight it out. Oh, did he get shot? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some intense fighting for this hillside as they hold on. As his ally must break through, and it looks like he did break through. There's some cav units, though, way in the back that were just kind of sitting there for some reason. I'm sure these cav units would have been very helpful a little bit earlier in the fight. I don't know. I don't know what happened. They still have a cav unit back here. 20 out of 20. General's bodyguard. I mean, I know it's the general, but send them in. Your men are dying. And now the cav is free to roam. And what's left of the reinforcements, which is not much, are now flanking around. And actually, hold on. His ally broke. Yeah, his ally broke the other player. So a very good surprise charge there. When they were pushed back all the way over here, they just went for it. And through that charge, there was a lot of chaos. And I feel like the white faction was not able to properly form up a defensive stance. You know, it was a little chaotic. It was a little unorganized. And because of that, that gave the opportunity for the Shogun army to kind of push in and do some damage. So it was a bloody fight. And his ally, the Shogun army ally, all he had to do was kind of hold on to this hill, which he did. And he did a good job. He was killing a lot of the enemy. But I'm sure seeing, you know, the person who is fighting here, seeing his ally fall to, you know, to the other side there, I'm sure that disheartened his men. And that was it. That was the battle right there. So let's end this battle. And we'll see some stats here. All right, so this was sent in by Trevor, I believe, 797. He was the one that set up the trap. He had the Shogun army. So he got 1,534 kills. And then his ally carrying his weight as well, getting 1,300 kills. Over on the other side, Poe really struggled with the 743. Poe was the one who got ambushed, who got surprise charged. And he just couldn't form up quick enough to kind of deal with it. It was close, though. It was certainly close. And then here's his teammate with 1,116. If we look at the stats here of... This is the Fall of the Samurai. 210 with his Royal Marines, and his Armstrong guns getting just shy of 200. And then we have Trevor here, 190 with his Lone Sword Ashigaru. So really good job with those melee units. But that was a really fun battle to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle as much as I did. The person who sent this in also sent in a bunch of other Shogun 2 battle replays. So I know some of you guys mentioned, you know, some battles were not great, but I think we've got some good ones lined up. Guys, I'm always looking for replays for many different games. I'm thinking about going back to Medieval 2 and just kind of doing some siege battles or something. Just every once in a while, you know, just to spice it up a little bit. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. There's some links down in the video description if you want to support the channel in other ways. Check out those links. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the battlefield.